Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 59 of the Own the Moment podcast. My name is TJ Lasig. I'm one of the co-founders here at OTM, and we've got an exciting show for you tonight with a jam-packed agenda. We are going to take a look back at the 2021 NBA season that was. We've got some exciting stuff going on with the Detroit Pistons. We've got some giveaways. We've got the final Underdog Weekly Pick'em results of the season. Whew, there's a lot to cover. But first, let me introduce my co-host, Justin. How are we doing tonight, my friend?
We're doing well. I've been was outside playing a little pickup. I shot some threes, did some layups, maybe a little jump shots. But you know what I didn't do? No dunks. Only because in honor of our no dunks friend tonight. Because otherwise I'd be up there. You know, I definitely have mad ups to dunk on a 6-foot rim.
Yeah, but you can definitely dunk. You can definitely dunk. And yes, you know what? After last week's little mishap where I mispronounced Pat Connie. I'm not even going to go for it. I'm just going to say my man Connie, a little bit of a hockey nickname there. We figured that it would be good to get some folks on the show. Well, we were originally going to have two, but now we have one half of the No Dunks squad. Some people that know some real life basketball so that we can properly break down the season that was. We've got Mr. Trey Kirby. Trey, how's it going tonight?
Thank you guys so much for having me on. Love the show. Love the tools. And yeah, sometimes it feels like me and Skeets are the true sickos, the NBA side of NBA Top Shot out there. You know, when we're seeing these moments come through, we're like, oh yeah, I remember watching that game the first time around. That one's gonna keep going on through. But yeah, excited to talk with y'all.
Awesome. So let me go ahead, break down things a bit here. What we're gonna do tonight. Well, first off, we do have some giveaways coming. So in order to be eligible for the giveaways later in the show, first, go to our Twitter, @OwnTheMomentNFT, retweet the pinned tweet. That is the first requirement. Second, we will be monitoring the chat. So you got to be active in the chat tonight if you want to be eligible for the giveaway. So shout out producer group behind the scenes, keeping track of that, grinding as he always does. And then what we are giving away today, a little bit of some unique and fun giveaways, not just your typical Top Shot giveaways. We've got a Dennis Rodman signed picture. We've got an Isaiah Thomas signed picture, and we have 3 Detroit Piston NFTs. Justin, are we giving all of them away tonight or just some of them? I know that's the total thing that we have, but shout out to the Pistons for really hooking us up.
Pistons definitely hooked us up. Yeah, the way that they do this is collector boxes. Box comes with 3 NFTs. We're gifting them all away. And because the official sale starts tomorrow, we'll get more into that. We don't actually know what they are going to be. So really what we're doing is like kind of giving you a ticket to an NFT, and we'll dig a little more into it later.
Awesome. So yes, that is the requirements. We're also going to have our friend Noah joining us later on in the show that's going to talk a little bit more about everything that we've got going on at the Pistons. And I think that does it for that. Other than that, we're going to talk some NBA. We're going to break down the season that was, get Trey's thoughts on how everything played out, do a little bit of a look ahead to next season, a look ahead to the upcoming NBA draft, and just kind of see where the conversation takes us from there.
I can't believe y'all are rubbing it in my face like this. Bringing me on a Detroit Pistons themed episode as a Bulls fan, this is really going to hurt my heart, especially knowing that deep down inside, the Pistons are feeling a little bit better off than the Bulls are right now. It's really going to hurt when we get to the draft portion, and we're talking about Detroit picking number 1 with a franchise superstar there. Oh boy. But we'll make it through. We're all bad boys for life.
What happened though? Because like the Bulls' decline just happened so suddenly. Like, with the Pistons, it's more of kind of that upward trajectory. You know where they're going. You know they're building for the future. But it really feels like the Bulls, like it just came out of nowhere.
The Bulls, they had a great first half of the season.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine was an all-star. And they're like, all right, we're good. We'll call it a season. Everything we needed to do was accomplished. We're no longer a joke as a franchise. We got our first all-star back, but then they made this big trade for Vucevic. It wasn't a seamless fit. And then Zach LaVine came down. He was in the COVID protocols for a long time. He missed like 3 weeks of the season when they had their most games. They went on a huge losing streak, and it was, I don't know, I was eating a lot of crow. I was here saying the Bulls had a chance to go for a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference after they traded for Vucevic. Next thing I know, they didn't even make the play-in tournament. Bad stuff from the Bulls in the second half. It's feeling like late 80s right here. Talking about the Pistons on the upward trajectory where the Bulls are blowing it.
I mean, basically what you were hoping from the Bulls is what you got out of your actual hometown team now, Atlanta. Like, you get that They had 4 or 5 seed, I don't remember, between them and the Knicks, and ends up having that kind of Cinderella run. Are you a Hawks fan at all?
Oh, totally. Root for the home team. Yeah. Right. So, I claimed the Bulls number 1, number 2, the Raptors. Lived up in Toronto with Skeets and Tass and the other guys from the show for a little bit. And then obviously I'm going to cheer for the Hawks down here. Especially, they're doing well and their star's a guy named Trey. I got to get on board with that. It was great to see though. I mean, it was really, really fun down here. They were a 5 seed, knocked off the Knicks in that first game. And it was like a coming out party for Trae Young, right? He hit the game-winning floater. He shushed the crowd, and he was instantly like the anti-hero superstar that we've been wanting to see since, I don't know, Reggie Miller versus the Knicks, maybe LeBron that first year in Miami when he was really embracing being a villain. But that was really cool to see. Went to a couple of the conference finals games. Saw the one where Clint Capella hit the shot over the backboard. I was going crazy. I was like, I got to have this moment. I got to. They put it in a rare pack because not only do you never see Clint Capella make a jumper, the guy shot it over the backboard, and they beat the Bucks without Trae Young. That was a crazy game. We were going wild in the standing room only, smacking the ceiling. It was a great time. And, they gave the Bucks a run for their money, and that's another nice thing. You go see the conference finals of the team that actually ends up winning the thing. Pretty special.
That's great. And I mean, with the news that's going down today, we could tap into your Raptors fandom. TJ here, he's a Sixers fan. News is we might have Ben Simmons, a little trade ski going on here.
Yeah, what do you think about Ben Simmons, Trey? My goodness, as a Sixers fan, it's like it just felt like all the stars were supposed to be aligned. You've got the Nets eliminated. You've got no LeBron, no Steph. It just felt like if there was ever a time, this was going to be it. And then, my goodness, Ben Simmons just completely, just hate to see it. What do you think about him as a basketball player, Trey?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's overhated right now. The way things ended in the playoffs for, I guess this was probably the 3rd season in a row with Simmons, where you're like, it looks like you're holding the team back here. And it got even worse at the end because, not only was Embiid blaming Ben Simmons for passing up the dunk. Remember, he catches the ball underneath. He ends up kicking it to Tobias Harris. Like, Embiid brought that up as a pivotal moment in their season. There was like 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. And like, if that guy really thinks that what changed it, how are they going to bring back Ben Simmons? Meanwhile, Doc Rivers then follows that up saying, I don't know if we can win a championship with him as a point guard, and maybe you can't, but I don't know. He's still really good, and that's why to me you see like Masai Ujiri. If he's eyeballing one of your players and he wants one of your players, you got to think twice. Like, what does this guy know that I don't know? And if he's trying to buy low on Ben Simmons must be pretty good. But it also feels impossible that he could ever play for the Sixers again. They just need somebody who's going to take the jumpers. The dream would be Damian Lillard if they could somehow pry him for Ben Simmons. But
in my friend group chats, we dream about the Damian Lillard on a daily basis. That would be the absolute dream.
They say aim for the moon, you'll end up among the stars. Aim for the Damian Lillard, you might get CJ McCollum. It's kind of what I'm feeling for the Sixers, and maybe Bradley Beal. That'd be all right. Get Bradley Beal, he's good.
Yeah,
good deal.
And I mean, yeah. Fred VanVleet, might be going to the Sixers, might get a trade. I mean, it makes sense. We know Simmons can't make it in Philly. He's just not going to make it there. Why even bother with the rest of the United States? Just send him across the border, throw him into Canada. There's a new start, and then there's, a new start. I mean, you've got to go full on there. So we'll see. I
mean, a change of scenery is probably best for everybody, right? It seems like Embiid is done. It seems like Rivers is done. And it's going to be tough for Simmons to continue. He's always going to be the scapegoat for the Sixers as long as he's there. But also, if he comes back and plays for the first couple of months of the season, Ben Simmons is awesome in the regular season when it doesn't matter necessarily that you're not taking the jumper when you're one of the best defenders out there. That raises his value, right? And then you're like, okay, maybe you can get something a little bit more in February than you can in this half a week we got until the draft.
Yeah. Yep.
All righty. Well, you know what? It wouldn't be a no in the moment show if we didn't put some numbers onto the screen. So here's what I got. I put together a little look at the preseason odds that were going into this year. I think it was an interesting season from kind of start to finish because it was the first time in a while where we probably had the most parity that we've seen in the NBA in a long time. It was many years of, it's just a matter of time until it's the Cavs versus the Warriors. And, I think no one ever would have thought that the Suns all the way down there sitting at 600-1 going into the season, find themselves in the finals. But either way, it's interesting to see how things turned out. And
that's also very weird because looking at the odds, right? You're preseason odds, the Bucks were the favorite in the Eastern Conference, but I guess they were at that point because the Nets hadn't pulled the trade yet for Harden. Yeah. And
remember the pictures of Harden? We were seeing Harden with his he was wearing a fat suit.
He was that last game in Houston. I think the LeBron no look 3 moment I think is from Harden's last game in Houston because they're wearing those baby blue jerseys, and Harden is incredibly sweaty in those. His jersey started baby blue and it ended up dark blue. But then of course, he gets to the Nets and the guy's balling out. But yeah, this is interesting to see. I haven't gone back and looked at the preseason odds. Bucks makes sense being up there. Obviously the Lakers defending champs, but wow. The Suns really, really put things together, didn't they? That's pretty impressive to come from a plus 6,000 to actually make it after 10 years of not being in the playoffs. I didn't realize. I bet you go back and listen to our podcast from that time, and we're questioning, they got a chance to make the 8th seed. How awesome would that be for the Phoenix Suns to get to the playoffs for the first time in a decade? And, Chris Paul really turned that team around, and, they were focused the right way. It was incredible stuff.
Yeah, without a doubt. And, is the picture not showing up? Oh, I fixed up the cookies. Okay, there we go. Look at that transformation.
Black slimming though. Everybody looks good in black. Look at us, right? We're all wearing black shirts right now. We're not silly.
Yeah, we know what we're doing. Mm-hmm. We're gonna be on the camera. You gotta be looking slim.
That's right.
Gotta be looking trim. And then I'll also just pull up. So going into next season now, here's what we're looking at. So Nets jumping back up to the top, followed by the Lakers, Bucks, but yeah, pretty spread out across the board with the aside from the Nets. Got the MVP odds to the right there as well. Luka leading the way. My man Joel Embiid tied with Kevin Durant, Giannis in second. So
Luka's got to be a trap there at 4-1.
That's
I'm
aggressive.
Sure it must have been something similar heading into this season. I picked Luka as MVP. Not even close. Not even in the finale or in the finals or whatever they call the final 3 that they picked. Very disappointed not to see the Bulls even make the graphic. I know the Raptors had a weird season, but they're picking number 4 in the draft. They had a terrible season. They were tanking at the end and they got better odds than the Bulls. Who's the team, though, that the Suns could be the Suns? I guess you would probably pick the Celtics at plus 5,000. Like, they just had a really weird year last year. They've got a lot of talent there. I guess they're going to have a new coach in Udoka. They could surprise some people, but everybody always wants to count out the Bucks. It was like that the entire playoffs, right? They would lose or they would look bad. And I think that first game against Miami, their very first game of the playoffs, Butler hits a tying shot to put it into overtime. They end up winning, but you're like, I don't know. The Bucks, same old Bucks. Maybe they'll get knocked off here. If they obviously blew the Heat out of the water for the rest of the thing, then they get down 0-2, then they come back, then they get down 0-2, then they come back. It's pretty incredible stuff. And now you see it here. They just won the championship. They've got Giannis, who's a 2-time MVP, obviously in his prime. Historic final game to close things out, a 50-pointer. And they're still not even the favorites in the Eastern Conference because you're like, what happens when the Nets come back with 3 superstars? Who knows?
I mean, so when I look at this and you're saying like who could be, the Suns of next year, if Luka's 4-1 to win MVP, what's the worst a team's done where the player's got an MVP? Like, you've got to at least make the playoffs. Most people are saying you got to finish like kind of either 4th or 5th if you're in a very strong West, or maybe like 1st or 2nd in the East. But we have the Mavs here at 30-1. Like, something there doesn't line up, because if Luka's, winning MVP, then I'm expecting the Mavs to be a decent seed in the playoffs there. So 30-1 is there. And then I think the Nuggets at 25-1, just kind of, that's where I'd be put in mind. Because now that they're coming back healthy again, you got Porter Jr.'s actually come on strong. If they can find a role for those kind of 3 core guys, that team had a chance in the playoffs if they were a little more healthy. So 25-1 just feels like a little too much value. And then Clippers, I'd have to look at contracts to get a better idea of what they're going to look like with Paul George and stuff. Obviously, still having Kawhi, but 21 there seems decent too.
Yeah, Kawhi's coming off torn ACL in the playoffs, so he'll be back. If he's back, I guess it'll be towards the end of next season. Paul George is there for a minute, but man, you're right. 25-1 for the Nuggets is pretty good, especially Jokic defending MVP. He's 15-1 for MVP. Pretty unlikely. He's a back-to-backer. That doesn't happen all the time. I mean, I guess it just did with Giannis, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense that Luka would be 4-1 and the Mavericks would be 30-1. That doesn't add up. I think Westbrook was probably the lowest seeded team to ever win an MVP, and he was like a 6th seed, and that was like a crazy statistical marvel at the time as well, right? So that's got to be Luka's case as well. I mean, he could obviously average a triple-double for the season. If he does that, he'll get votes.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, yeah, and then let's we're gonna bring Noah on in a second here too, but first we'll take a quick look at the draft. So I just kind of pulled in the top 10 picks here. So we've got the Pistons obviously with the number 1 pick. Consensus is that Cade Cunningham is going to go number 1 there, and then also just pulled in some of the top people that I was seeing from various mock drafts and such. Obviously, who knows what's going to happen when it comes to the day, but yeah, I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on Cade Cunningham and the immediate impact we expect him to have in the league next year, and then also any of these other guys that you think are going to be able to come in, have an impact, and what we should expect to see from this rookie class.
I feel super behind the 8 ball with the draft this year. Usually I do a pretty poor job of following the college season just because it runs during the same time as the NBA season, and obviously we're busy keeping up with that. But then, the Bulls traded their draft pick, and then they lost it on lottery night, so I haven't felt quite the urge to do my deep dives as much as I have, but I like Jalen Suggs. He seems like the guy that's going to be a Brandon Roy type or a Kyle Lowry type, or something like that, where they're gonna get the cliche name, that guy's a winner out there. That guy was a high school quarterback out there. But I actually think it does matter. I like he obviously hit a huge shot in the tournament, and I don't know, just that tough-nosed player from a guard who looks like they're gonna never take no for an answer, I think is something big. And Mobley is also interesting to me. People keep comparing him to Chris Bosh. And Chris Bosh is a Hall of Famer who was ahead of his time. Like, Chris Bosh, if he played in today's NBA, would be even better than he was. And he played only 10 years ago. So I don't know how come Mobley isn't necessarily getting some looks at number 1, but maybe it's just the fact that Cunningham is such miles ahead of the competition that's the guy you want.
Yeah. I think what jumps out at me and what's really interesting is, well, 4 of these guys didn't go to college or didn't go to the United States college. You got the 2 international, and then you got the 2 G League. And now we've always seen a bunch of international players kind of pop into those top 10 in the lottery picks. But this G League new formation the past year, I think, is the most interesting because the talent level across the board is better than college. College, you might have a couple players that are kind of, more elite, like the top end, but from a floor wise, that G League and Ignite, usually has better competition. So you get a bit better, you're a little better at actually evaluating the talent. So it will be interesting to see kind of how the teams react with regards to when they're getting drafted, how many from the G League are going to get drafted, and then how does that incentivize high schoolers in the future? Or will the G League kind of not fold, but take a big hit now that college athletes can go to college and still get paid while in college?
Yeah, it's going to definitely be interesting to watch. You can tell that the NCAA was like, hey, we're already losing out on some stuff here. Let's find a way to keep some of these players around. Let's get them on Cameo. Let's get them some Raising Cane's deals. But yeah,
Let's get them an NFT.
Get them an NFT. But yeah, the Ignite thing is pretty cool because, like you're saying, not only are they playing against better competition, like they're going through NBA-style training camps and getting the nutrition and the training and the weightlifting and all that kind of stuff. So you see the impact that like LaMelo had just from playing against adults for one season, and he came in and he was instantly like in control of the Charlotte Hornets. Maybe that is going to be the case with a guy like Jalen Green. I know Kuminga is a little bit more of a project. They say he's like a super athlete who's got to put everything together, whereas Green's a little bit like that, but probably further along. And I don't know. I would say that the only obstacle for the G League is going to be coaches who are like wanting to win and play the guys who have been around rather than having to necessarily, give a taste to the young guy who's going to be a star.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed.
Definitely going to be interesting. And all right, let's get to the man of the hour here, the squad with the number one pick. This is someone that we've been working with behind the scenes. He's kind of our Detroit Pistons NFT ambassador. He's the head of community activations for I Got It, who is the tech company behind these Detroit NFTs. We've got my friend Noah here. Noah, what's going on? All right, you did get the Pistons jersey. Let's go.
Hey, there we go. Came in today. I appreciate you guys having me on. First, I got to say, you guys were talking about the draft, and you conveniently left out my boy Scotty Barnes. I watched him tear up the ACC last year, and this guy's Scottie Pippen 2.0. Mark my words. Put some respect on his name.
There we
I
go.
love it.
I'm an ACC fan, but I feel like everyone could tear up the ACC in the past couple of years. But no, it's impressive.
Florida State puts out defenders. The Bulls got one last year. Patrick Williams is good. That's the reason I have a hard time getting on board with Scotty Barnes. I don't want him to be better than Patrick Williams already. I can't have the Bulls rookie being overlooked this quickly.
Hey, how about Terrence Mann in the playoffs? I mean, the Seminoles.
Exactly. That's right.
Seminoles are doing something right.
That's right.
So is that the Rodman? Is that who we're rocking?
Yeah, we got the Rodman just in time, kick off the little bad boys throwback with some 80s and 90s NFTs as well, 2004. So it's been all Pistons today in the last couple of weeks.
Awesome stuff. Cool. So yeah, Noah has been working with us behind the scenes here on the Pistons drop. So, and I know Justin was super involved in this. So yeah, Noah, you want to take this time? I think Justin might share his screen a little bit. Just tell the people we've been keeping our Discord in the loop on everything. But I think that what you guys have put together is really, really cool and kind of showing that the value that we can add to the NFTs on top of just the digital collectible, the digital asset itself, but some real world utility that I think you guys did a great job of building in here.
Well, you touched on it with the real world utility. And I think, it's not only just about the NFTs that are going out, right? Something that's been a driving force with us, and it's been great working with the Pistons because they're completely bought in. A main point is authenticity. And we don't want this to come off as, just a one-off quick cash grab. Our, real goal is to provide something different to the fans of not only the Pistons, but, NBA fans everywhere and collectors. We really want to be able to provide them with a unique experience while, still being involved in this NFT space that, not many other teams are being able to do. And we've had, like I said, buy-in from the Pistons where, they've even committed to offering season tickets for 5 seasons or, meet and greets with players, a bunch of really cool things that, they're allowing the buyers to do. That's really, changing the game.
And I mean, I think so we've seen some other projects out there who have utility, and the Dodgers one for the MLB was a great one where the one of one basically gave that person the world. They got a first pitch, they got all these great things. I think what's different about this one is the utility is not just at the very top. So, for example, if you collect the 3 banners, and we can get into this, but like there are 3 banners and there's 60 of them, so they're not the most rare thing. You collect one of each and you get a meet and greet with a player on the Pistons. So it really tries to give that kind of horizontal, like more utility rather than just that top end. But I think to start things off, we got a quick little sizzle, little video that we can show. So let me, let's see, hopefully. You guys see it? We're good?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Hopefully we got sound going.
Basketball! The Detroit Pistons are proud to present our inaugural collection of digital collectibles to basketball fans everywhere. Our artfully designed collectibles capture the most legendary moments from our rich Pistons history. Limited edition digital renderings of our championship banners, championship rings, our commemorative tickets of our most memorable games. Owners of these unique digital assets will be entitled to exclusive benefits like lifetime VIP hospitality opportunities, exclusive Pistons Legends access, and unforgettable experiences. Don't miss out to own your piece of the Pistons past and digital future.
I like it. And
That's awesome.
yeah, well, I mean, and it showed a little bit at the beginning, and we've seen a little more behind the scenes of like how this is actually filmed, and like your guys' is basically creative studio team coming in, using those cameras to create everything. Is there any kind of other behind the scenes? Because it really feels like this also has that Detroit like history feel, especially with those tickets, the muscle cars.
Well, I mean, first of all, that video gets me jacked up every time I watch it. Oh my gosh. But first, huge shout out to the BOC agency for helping us put that together. I mean, we couldn't have done it without their creative team. But you touched on it. Like what we were really like excited about was the collaborative sessions that we had, where we really dove into what is Detroit basketball, right? Who are they? What represents them? Not only the image that they're trying to get as they move forward, but what made them successful and what made as the identifying brands of the 89 team, the 90 team, and the bad boys, and then obviously that 2014. So a lot of different elements and little golden eggs were thrown into these NFTs that really tell the story of Detroit basketball and paint the picture of what it meant to be a follower of that team back then. And I think that's what's really separated this current project and a lot of other things that are out there. There's buy-in and attention to detail throughout the entire project, and it's as a sports fan, it's really cool to see.
Yeah, I'm a Bulls fan, and even I have to admit that was fire. That was amazing. Like, the things look great. The rings look really cool, but the banners waving? Are you kidding me? Those look great. Yeah, I did see a ticket stub, 1989 against Chicago. That has to make the list, no doubt about it. But yeah, those look great, and you can tell that there's thought and care put into the selection of it and making it as authentic to the experience of growing up with a Pistons fan and, being a fan during the 80s and then waiting the long time before they put together a team that kind of echoed what they had done in the past. It's very cool.
And then you could tell there was a little rivalry going on with your Bulls and the Pistons as well. So on the time, we had to make sure that the Pistons won up with all the offerings. But I like it. That
was nice. Yeah.
Let me see if I can. I'm going to share. I'll just share my screen. This always gets fun and dangerous, but we can do it.
There we go.
We're sharing the whole screen. All right, here we go. So yeah, what we can just kind of flip through is that's cool. Here, so what's available? So right now there are auctions that started today. The auctions are the one of however many mints. I believe not all, but majority of the auctions that are going on today also come with utility of 2 lower bowl seats for the next 5 years to a Pistons game. So you're getting 10 tickets in total. And then there's also kind of that collector's aspect where if you collect all 4 tickets from the 2004 series or 90 or 89, which means the first round, the second round, the Eastern Conference Finals, the finals, you then receive the composite ticket where you get an extra NFT. If you get the 3 banners or the 3 rings, you get the meet and greet with an NBA, with a Detroit Piston player. And then if we look at some of the auctions that are going on, I think there's actually a few of these are only 24-hour auctions right now, just to kind of kick things off. And you can see there's definitely demand, and a lot of that is also driven by the utility that's incorporated and built into these early sales, which I think is really cool.
Noah, I'm not gonna lie, the chat is loving it, and they're not just always nice. So if they didn't like it, they would definitely let us know. So shout out to the chat. Yeah, you guys.
And I'll say, like, I mean, we're only showing a couple of seconds of, the full NFT. When you get to see a full one of those, it's really something different. And, like I said, the attention to the detail and the commitment by, not only our team, but as well, the Detroit Pistons organization of really creating something that would like spread joy with their fan base and really create something different. Like I said, it goes in at every different level. So, I mean, whether you're getting an awesome piece of digital art or an NFT, or you're able to get one of those cool, utility assets that come with it, like, I mean, it's awesome. It's an awesome project.
Yeah. And so let's take it the next step, because auctions are going on right now. I think what I'm most excited about, and really where the Pistons, I got it, everyone really leaned into, is the goal here of an NBA team, of the Pistons, is not to cash out and make as much money as possible. Like, obviously, the amount of money from an NFT barely is a drip in the pan. And the goal here is engagement. The goal here is to really bring people in this new digital future, really kind of incentivize this next gen feeling. And one of the ways that, what we kind of all agreed on was, let's create these collector's boxes, similar to the packs that we're all used to from Top Shot, where with a collector box, you actually receive 3 NFTs, and they're randomly assigned based off those banners, the tickets, even championship rings, the Detroit logos, and so forth. And so for $300, so $100 per an NFT, and we did some analysis, and this is cheaper than pretty much all the other existing NFT projects out there. You're receiving those 3 NFTs, and they start you along your collection. So if you end up getting a championship ring, now you only need 2 more to actually get that utility of the meet and greet. If you end up getting 2 of the banners or 2 of the tickets, you only need 1 more banner or 2 more tickets to get you to there. So now there's going to be that secondary market, which allows people for, even if you're not trying to complete the challenge or trying to complete that set, other people are, so there's going to be increased demand in the secondary market. So after you open your box, if there's one that isn't as exciting for you, you want to kind of sell that one to buy another one to complete your collection, there's going to be more activity than we've seen, I think, at some of the other projects, because people are really going to be looking to complete that set and get that real world utility of a physical composite ticket for your wall, the meet and greets, the actual physical ring of the year of your choice. A lot of cool stuff.
And you hit on it. And like, I think one of the really cool things about the platform that we helped develop for the Pistons is people can buy and sell directly in the marketplace now. So, I mean, if you get that first one right, you're only a couple clicks away from being able to find people who are also selling the things you need. And, I think that's a big thing of getting people to keep coming back, not only, today and tomorrow and the rest of this week, but, moving forward, of incentivizing users to want to be engaging with others, and not only in our community, but as well through the actual platform.
Yeah, I like it. Okay. Should we have some fun? Should we do some giveaways?
Yes, we should. But a couple of things first. Do you want to speak to this, Noah? Which blockchain are these on? Is this something that we want to talk about?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. So, we consider ourselves blockchain agnostic at I Got It. And, we're open to offering our clients, as in the teams, any type of solution that they would, like to see. Our goal is offering portability. So for this particular project, it is hosted on I Got It's Quantum Ledger. So for this one, the Pistons want to keep it on their web app. But ultimately, this is something that, it could be down the line that's able to be kind of taken off. But for this particular one, it's on I Got It's Quantum Ledger.
And that means no gas fees. You don't need the MetaMask wallet. Like, a lot of this was really about, like, yes, a lot of people who are watching this show, people who have been following on the moment, are into NFTs. You're familiar with it. But a lot of the goals of the Pistons and these NBA teams are to bring new people in. And we should all be very welcoming for that. And so, following Top Shot's lead, let's make this as easy of a user experience to purchase these NFTs as possible. So it allows you to go in with your credit card. It allows you to go in with your PayPal existing kind of normal payment processing. And you don't have to worry about trying to increase your gas fees to win the gas wars and stuff that we see for some of these other projects, or paying those extra fees. Try to make it as seamless and smooth of an experience as possible.
Exactly.
Cool. Just wanted to
other
touch on that.
questions. Anything else, TJ, that you wanted to?
Yeah, bring them on.
Yeah.
Any other? I think so. Are we good if I post the Discord link in here? I saw people asking about the Discord. Okay. So posting the Discord, you can join. So there's hopefully, will the link work? I forget something.
I saw a comment in the chat. Is there utility with an actual physical ring? Is that something that's part of this?
If you collect all three.
Come on.
Collect all three. You get a replica championship ring of your choice from the Detroit Pistons. And I can't dunk, and I can't shoot a three either, but I'm going to do everything it takes to be able to get one of those rings. I'll tell you that.
And I will say the ring, without a doubt, as it should be, is the most challenging to get. There are only 10, and so there are auctions that are happening. If you want to get one, you're probably going to have to get one in an auction or in the secondary market. There are a few of them in packs, but without a doubt, that's the most challenging one. But
rings don't come easy. Hard work pays off.
I was just going to say, Chris Paul hasn't gotten a ring yet. We're not making it easy.
That's right.
Just going right at Justin's boy. He's out of here. That is pretty awesome. That's part of this. I mean, that's wild. Let's see. Anything else good in the chat here? Those are the two main things I wanted to make sure I touched on.
One thing about the Discord is we're going to be having some really cool stuff going on. We're going to be doing player AMAs this week with the current Detroit Pistons player. And as well, we'll be doing ongoing giveaways for autographs, NFTs moving forward. And Justin, you want to touch on the what we're allowing for our VIP members?
Yeah. So at the end of the day, we want the Discord to really be the place that kind of builds, initially it's about the NFTs. That's what's really the starting this. But long term, this is going to be the place for Pistons to have an online community. And so how we're doing that? Well, we've been working with the Pistons and the team to figure out what are some cool perks? What are some cool opportunities we can give? So it starts off with the giveaways. Obviously, we're going to have some tonight, but there's going to be a ton more in the Discord throughout this week and going forward. We're also going to have some NBA, special Pistons ambassadors before I, get in trouble, that are going to be joining the Discord and potentially doing some Q&A, some AMA, some virtual meet and greets. And depending on anyone that was an early adopter and joined the Discord before the launch today already has that VIP status. Anyone else that joins now, all you got to do is level up to level 2, which is based off about 20, 25 posts. It's really just to make sure that, the people who are actually active and enjoying this get an opportunity. And then you get the chance to kind of participate in those meet and greets, ask the questions, win the giveaways. The whole goal is just to kind of find that place for the Detroit Pistons NBA team to connect with their Pistons fans and, give them some cool experiences.
Get your GMs in, get that rank up.
Yep.
Alrighty. Let's get into some giveaways here. Like the stream first, though, everyone. I've seen a couple people trying to do God's work in the chat, trying to like the stream. Let's go ahead and hit the like button for Trey, for Noah. Not for me and Justin. Whatever.
No, y'all are good too. Y'all are doing good too.
So, hey, the more people
me and Noah are killing it, no doubt about it. But you guys are doing your part as well.
The more people that see this tomorrow in the YouTube algorithm, those are the ones who are going to be buying your secondary when you're trying to flip to get your other, to move up to your championship rank. It's all about leveling up. We got to get those rings.
That's the most in-depth reason for why you should like the stream I've ever heard. I love it, Justin. Let's go. All right, so here's what we've got.
Community.
Right? We've got 2 physical signed.
1 each. Yep.
Right?
Real.
These are physical assets, people. We don't, physical assets are still okay. That's all right. I know that we're all digital, but physical's still cool because they're signed. So we've got the Isaiah Thomas, the Dennis Rodman, and then we're going to. So how's the 3-packs going to work? It's basically 3 people that are going to get access to one of these boxes, and then they'll be
ideally. We wanted to actually give those NFTs away tonight, but because the boxes don't drop until tomorrow, we can't actually know what's in our box. So we are going to have a box, and what we're going to do is eventually we're going to open that up and gift those 3 moments away to the people who win tonight. But to see who wins, we'll still do it tonight. So we have a short video that I think Coop lined up that is just going to give the experience of what it's like to open up these boxes so people can see. And then we'll still spin the wheel. We'll collect the winners. We'll get their information. And then in the Discord, maybe we'll kind of jump on a stream and do like a live reveal of the box, or we'll do something fun. But so whoever wins for those 3 NFTs, they will know they have won one of the 3 NFTs, but they won't know until later in the week which one they've won.
Awesome. All right, Coop. I think you're next up to play this video.
Let's see. Oh, are you able to see it, TJ? I know he uploaded it. It's like a... I like it. I like it. So it was quick, but if you were able to see, it looked like it was actually coincidentally all 1989, 2 tickets and 1 banner. So if someone was to have got that box, they are now 2 tickets away from completing that set. Or you got 1 banner, you need 2 more, collect those 2 banners, and now you get a meet and greet with a Detroit Pistons NBA player. Very easy. And those are going to go on sale tomorrow, and I think they're going to go very quickly. It's 10 a.m. Eastern time. In the Discord, we'll be providing any last-minute information, questions, and stuff. I'm excited. We unfortunately do not have the ability to go out and buy any, but we did put an analysis on the OTM site that kind of walk through the basics of what you need to know, but also just how we think about the value. We use that NFT value theorem that we put together to think about, compare this to some of the other NBA projects that are out there, just from a value wise. So check that out. But overall, I'm excited for this.
Should we jump into the wheel? Producer
Let's
Coop,
do
how
the
we
wheel.
doing? We need to. Chat has been very active tonight, so we do need to give the disclaimer that Coop is a human. Unlike Justin, Coop is a human. He's not a robot. So if you missed your name, he's only human, and he's a human that has not been able to pick the best underdog pick 'em of the week once the whole season. So that's the kind of human we're dealing with here back there.
If you retweeted, then he 100% has you in the wheel, because we got that ahead of time.
If you retweeted, we got that. Then if you're here, and then these are going to be exclusive for people that are in the chat. So if your name does get pulled, go ahead, shoot us a DM at Own the Moment NFT on Twitter. We'll make sure that we or DM Justin on Discord, and we will make sure that we get you guys your giveaway.
And so we'll spin these. We'll give people, not too long, 3 to 5 minutes. Send us a DM. If you're watching, it'll be easy enough. But if not, we want to reward the people who are here. So look at that wheel.
Ooh, oh, yeah.
Ooh, beautiful.
That's a lot of names. He's clearly got them all. My goodness.
Coop, how long did that take you?
We got some bots that are helping us. There's half of it is like the program that'll do like download from retweets, but then half of it is literally just Coop behind the scenes during the show. Like, show 88, 888. Okay, Alan Dominguez. Okay, Smush 85.
Well done, Coop. So what do we know what order we're going in here, Justin?
Let's make it up. Let's start with the 2 autographs. Let's start with, in honor of Noah's jersey today, Mr. Dennis Rodman.
And it's signed by Dennis, not signed by me. So
I mean, we need a new one, Noah, for yours. To get you to sign it.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you, everyone. This is big. I mean, I would have liked the Noah Worm jersey, but a Rodman one. I think that's probably the smart way to go with this.
All right, let's do it.
Spin that wheel.
With a Dennis Rodman.
It's a great looking wheel.
So small. And it's going to be, is it Smush? Oh, it barely missed Smush 85. JC Cawley.
JC.
Congratulations, JC Cawley. All right. If we see you in chat, so hopefully you're there, JC Cawley, send me a DM on Twitter. Send us a DM on Twitter, Discord, Twitter, one of the two. And I see JC Cawley there. Congratulations. Very nice. Dennis Rodman coming your way.
There he is.
Well done.
Okay, you cannot win twice. We're not going to bother taking your name off. But if by chance you win again, that was your win for the night.
Then if you win twice tonight, then I would definitely test your luck at getting it back tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're getting 3 championship rings.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, 4, Isaiah Thomas with 1A in Isaiah.
Confirmed. Yeah.
Other Isaiah has 2 A's. I learned that today. Thank you. Here we go. Looking
Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Right on track.
Right on track, rack. There we go. Congratulations, right on track. Okay, we'll give you a couple minutes.
That's 2 Hall of Famers right there. Rodman and Isaiah Thomas. Come on.
I gotta ask, if you guys had to pick which one you would want, who would it be?
Rodman for me.
Rodman.
I think so too.
He's number 91 in this household,
Yeah.
but that's literally my wife's favorite basketball player ever is Dennis Rodman. So I would have to go. I'd have to go Rodman here.
They both have lives off the court, like after the court as well. Very different lives after the court. But from a notoriety, yeah. Hey, Coop, you think you can add Jeff here? We want to get Jeff Butler back on there in between. I see a new name, just in case you haven't. Everyone else I already looked and I could see, and you have them all, so that's good. But just that one. All right, so we'll keep an eye out for some DMs on Twitter and Discord. And let's spin it for the first NFT. So this will be the left as you are looking at the computer screen. You're not going to know it now, but when I open it later, the one that is on my left-hand side, this is the NFT that you will be winning.
What do you think it's going to be?
2004 finals ticket. High value. I'm not playing the odds right now because that's a rare one. That's a difficult one to get, but
there we go. I love it.
Got to call your shot.
Got to.
I see you, Blake. You need an NFT. I got to wait for you to get them tomorrow. If you need the Discord, you can ask me. I'll figure it out. But there's ways to get these. Okay.
Oh, good luck to you.
P. Bizzle.
P. Bizzle.
P. Bizzle.
That name sounds familiar. I think
I was about to say, we've seen P. Bizzle before.
Yeah.
We've seen P. Bizzle before. I also saw someone else asking about the Discord. In the show notes, you can see a link to the Detroit Pistons Discord. So if you just click that in the show notes, you can go ahead and join. And there's a ton of info in there, and will continue to be between now and tomorrow.
Nice. Okay. We are still waiting on responses from those people. I know our first one was in chat.
There he is.
Congrats, P. Bizzle.
Nice. P. Bizzle's there. Okay, cool. Love it. Love to see them in chat. All right, so that was the leftmost. This one will be the middle. Hey, Trey, what do you think it's going to be this time?
I think you're getting a 1989 championship banner.
Ooh.
Flapping in the breeze.
Okay.
Gotta be.
Yeah. Justin actually did the sound effects for the banner. That's what that,
you did the voicing.
that was his main. That was his main role in helping out.
They spent a lot of money on the camera, so they needed some. HSKA for life. HSK for life. Congratulations. That sounds more like a Twitter one. So hopefully that person is here watching. Otherwise, as we said, if we don't get some winners, we might have to run some again. Okay. So now for the far right one. Last one, and then unless we get some extra, unless we need to do some backups. Let's spin that wheel.
Let's go. Good luck to you.
Spinning. TJ, we need to get your rapping going. I don't know if people know this, but TJ can rap really well.
I can.
Daniel A. Green 1.
Is that the judge?
Yeah.
That is the judge, isn't it? Yes, that's the judge.
It's the judge here.
That's the judge. Is the
Is
judge
the
in
judge
the
here,
chat? Oh,
the judge streaming
Judge,
right
you
now?
better be in the chat. That's the judge. Oh, Judge, this is your moment for all the times that you've been screwed. This is your time. If you're not in the chat, oh no.
Oh, that's gonna be hilarious.
Someone let the judge know he just won.
I don't know, or don't. Your guys' choice.
Oh, judge.
Oh, that is great.
I know Mondays are rough, but to find out you missed out on one of these NFTs on Tuesday morning would just be absolutely heartbreaker.
It's funny, and so this is a guy. His reputation precedes him in the Top Shot world. He's a character, but TJ went on his show recently, and they just had a great time in the show. Like really fun guy, but he is a character and just like big personality, and he would be upset if he's not here.
Understandable.
Judge is great. So he streams.
There he is.
Almost. There he is. He definitely had one of his people. One of his Judge has enough of a following that someone is like, "Hey, you're probably gonna want to Judge, shout out, my man." Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, shout out to Judge. Go on over to his Twitch stream and watch him late night. It's always an entertaining time. I'll have to get back on with him one of these days if he'll have me. It was a lot of fun.
All right, so we do need people to reach out to us, though, just to make it clear. Yeah, if you were anyone that won, send us a DM on Twitter, On the Moment NFT. Send me a DM in Discord. We need to track this. I know we've had 4 of those people in chat, right? I think maybe HSK is the only one I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was, yeah.
So here's what we can do. We can pivot over to the Underdog Pick'em. If we don't hear from people by the time that ends, then we'll spin the wheel again. I think that would work well.
I like it.
Okay. Let's do that. Yeah. As Andrew says, to join the judge, I just need 3 free hours.
So Judge is a marathon. He goes till 2 a.m. some nights. It's impressive.
It's a marathon. All right, guys. This is the very final week of the Underdog Pick'em. So shout out to our friends over at Underdog. Reminder, this will be the last week. You can take advantage of promo code OTM, receive a $25 bonus with your first deposit over at underdogfantasy.com. So definitely check them out. Tons of stuff going on right now with best ball, with NFL season heating up and just upon us in a few short weeks. They'll be back, of course, next season with NBA. They'll be back with NBA best ball at some point in the coming weeks. So shout out to our friends there. But this is the last week. So again, promo code OTM. If you have not yet signed up on Underdog, support our partners, support us. We very much appreciate it. And this was the final week. Noah, Trey,
I know I didn't win.
The reason that producer Coop's picture is a goose egg is because up until this point, he has not. So here's, let me give you guys a little bit more context. So every single week for the past, 10, 11 weeks, we pick a moment. It's a Series 1 base moment. And then it's a bet on how many percentage points it'll gain over the next 7 days. And then whoever wins gets a point. And we usually have a guest as well that gets the pick. Producer Coop has yet to win. Although, ladies and gentlemen, I am very, very happy to announce that he is off the schneid, and boom, Reggie Bullock. Do you believe in miracles? Reggie Bullock, which for those of you that don't know, is producer Coop's staple. This was like the very first person that producer Coop picked, I think in week 1, and it just became a hashtag die with Reggie, became a joke within the OTM community that if you purchase a Reggie Bullock moment, you do not sell it. And man, what a way to finish things off. Coop, I don't know how busy you are back there. I should have thought about this before. Could have brought you onto the stream so you can address the people, give your bow, all of that good stuff. Maybe we'll bring you on in a second. I know your video is not on right now.
My favorite part is we both chose Bucks, who end up winning a championship, and he goes random Reggie Bullock. It's a steal of LeBron James, which is the best part. Just completely random, and it goes up 20%. Absolutely love it.
This is a great question. We should take the film. Barry, how many did you buy yourself? Coop might have just been driving up the floor himself. Oh, there he is.
We are also happy.
Coop, congrats, man.
truly do believe in miracles. Reggie Bullock bringing me out from the straight up goose egg. You know, when you pick the absolute stone floor of S1, it really can only go up, I guess, at the end of the day. So thank God Reggie pulled through. He does swipe LeBron in that moment. So if people haven't seen it, it's a pretty sick one.
Still pumping it, even though he's already won. Love it. Love it. So Justin, we end in a tie. So
I know. I'd rather
settle
Coop,
that sometime.
I'd rather Coop win his one than either of us.
That's
finish
true.
ahead,
He
so.
needed it. He needed it more than I did. Final scoreboard. Justin and I coming in with 4. The guests coming in with 3. Producer Coop coming in with that single digit and getting his face back on the wall. So congrats, man. I know that the people are really happy to see it. They've been pulling for you for the last couple of weeks. I'm sure that you had some loyal fans out there that were buying up Reggie just to see you succeed, just to see that smile on your face. So well done.
I still laugh. I mean, I had some pretty bad weeks, but I do believe I had some pretty good weeks as well. I believe I picked the Kobe tribute. It was up like 30% and TJ was up like 31.1% or something ridiculous. So I had some pretty good weeks, I will say. Shout out to those people that believed I was going to get on the board, though. Shout out to them.
Bullish on Bullock.
That's it.
All right, where do we stand here with the giveaways?
All right. So real quick, Coop, who were the winners once more? So I can just
So I think we heard from JC Cawley, we heard from P Bizzle, and we heard from the judge. Obviously, the judge winning is just so fantastic. This is amazing. And I think we did not.
The judge winning is great for Noah too, because now the judge is going to have Detroit NFTs for his people too. There you go.
It's rigged. It's rigged.
Where's those people that can type really fast, where it's like one's a capital, one's lowercase, one's a capital? Give me the hat. Give me that with rigged. But yeah, so I think we haven't heard from 2. HSK for life and Right on Track. Right on Track Rack. So I don't think we heard from them. If you are Right on Track Rack, I've seen a few people say that they are. Please DM us on Twitter. You have like 1 minute to DM us on Twitter from Right on Track Rack so that we know it's actually you.
Those both do look like Twitter names. So my guess is they retweeted and something came up. Maybe they lost power like our man Skeets.
That
and
happens. If you're in Atlanta, you might have had your power go out. It's quite possible. You get that last retweet in. Can't wait to catch the stream. Guess not.
All right, let's.
Right on Track Rack just message us. Hey guys, just finishing up work, but I had the stream in the background. Did I miss my shot to grab my Pistons prize? So Right on Track is good. Okay.
Talk about a buzzer beater. Gee.
Wow, truly coming in
last second
on one wheel. The judge also saying he would never not retweet because he loves TJ's.
Let's go, Judge.
We love you, Judge, too.
All right, so we're missing one then. We're missing HSK for life, which I believe was the quote-unquote middle. He won the middle NFT.
Okay. Let's do another.
Let's run it back for the middle.
All right. Let's run it back. For those of you that are first-timers here, bear with my computer here. It's a little laggy. I saw some people hating in the chat.
You only need to win like 27 more Reggie Bullocks and we can get you a new computer.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I also saw that it was a little small. Let me try to
It's
a little bit.
There's just a lot of names.
But you're not going to be able to read either way.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Here we go. For the middle.
Here we go. Good luck.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
2-5 Relic.
We got another Twitter one. 2-5 Relic. Let's see if we get there. Should we spin again for a backup just in case? Because I don't think I've seen 2-5 Relic in chat today.
I mean, we got to give him at least 1 minute.
Yeah, there's backup.
Yeah,
There's
1 minute.
If they showed up. Right,
We're in overtime.
Need a clock. Hey, TJ, where's the clock behind you?
No
Isn't
clock
Reggie
today.
Bullock?
Someone
Isn't Reggie
commented on
Bullock
my
number 25?
Yeah,
I feel like that's fitting, right?
He is.
Like
He is.
destiny.
Reggie. Die with Reggie.
Trey, since you're like the resident NBA guy here, like where do you think the Pistons finish next year in terms of like performance? I'm interested to hear your take.
My guess is that they would still be out of the playoffs, but at least I think they're going to be playing to try and get in to the play-in tournament. I assume that's going to come back the way it did this year. So, that's exactly like where the Bulls were this year, trying to get into the play-in, and that's a huge step forward for a team that's, just like Chicago. They've had a few down seasons, and, to have a little taste of some sort of success, I think is huge. And I think that, the way things went last year with all of their rookies looking pretty solid. Now they're going to be adding kind of the cornerstone guy. Throw some veterans in there, and you've got at least the sketching out of a nice looking team.
Yeah, and I think the question that the Pistons fans are kind of more asking is like, when's the next time they actually are competing for a potential, I don't want to say title, but like a legit team. And because that's really where you are from rebuilding. And I saw in the Discord, people were kind of saying like, hey, that 2024 season is like a target. It's because that's really what you got to do is like work in 3-year windows. And it's going to be interesting. I mean, Oklahoma City is probably the most interesting.
At least in 3 years, you hope you're a solid playoff team hoping for home court advantage. Because I don't know, NBA players nowadays, it's not unusual for a third-year guy to be a top 10 player in the league, right? Like we've seen it with Luka and Trey. Both in their third years really taking over and exploding in the playoffs. And certainly that's what the Pistons timeline, that's what they're hoping for too. We're getting our big time ball handler who can make things easy for everybody. And we're going to turn everything over to him so he can grow as fast as possible. That happens a lot faster these days. And coaches are more likely to put the ball in the hands of a rookie, which I think is awesome. So things turn around quickly as soon as you get that number one guy.
I like it. All right. I think it's time.
All right, we're firing it up.
Discord, nothing in Twitter.
Sorry, Relic.
Sorry, Relic. Here we go. Good luck, everybody.
But like, if a tree falls in the forest, if he doesn't actually watch the stream, I mean,
I'm feeling Zach Slater here. I'm feeling Zach Slater on this one.
Oh my goodness, the spin! That's absurd.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Spin it again.
Sorry, right on track.
Well, congratulations, right on track.
Yeah,
buy
them all.
Should really be buying some boxes tomorrow because
right on track, running hot. That's insane.
That is wild.
What are we, 219? Yeah, there's only like a 0.5% chance of that happening. Let's see what we got. Scotty?
Oh my, that was one off of my guy Barry Walsh. Barry Walsh was one off there.
Scott Larn, that's probably someone in chat from earlier, right?
Let's hope so. It seems more like a chat name than a Twitter name.
All right, I'll give you a couple minutes, Scott. Hopefully you're stuck around. That NFT's got your name on it.
Barry, just so you know, if you zoom in there, you'll see your name, so you can stop giving me crap about not having you on the
wheel. Let's see, what else do we got? We got a legendary drop for Top Shot coming up soon, right?
We do. We got a legendary drop. We got a fun little addition happening to the OTM site soon, actually. Maybe even tomorrow. People keep saying that they want to see, how many people own each set. So I think we'll do that for the people. Justin, what do you think? You think that'd be a good idea? It seems like people are interested in that. Like I want to see how many people own the base set series 2, or how many people own the cosmic set, or any of them.
I like it.
If someone DMs me the right number of times TJ has brought this up to Neil, I'll gift you a moment.
Oh, you're gonna get so many DMs with guesses.
We are going to do a giveaway actually in the Discord for people that are in the Discord. We're going to be doing a giveaway. We're going to have a little fun with it before. So this was Neil's idea. He wants to run a giveaway for people to guess which moments or which sets are the most owned by people. So if you are not in the Discord, in the show notes, you can see our Discord sign up. And if you sign up tonight, we'll let you into the Discord, bypass the wait list, all that good stuff. And then sometime either late tonight or tomorrow, we're going to be sending out a little contest for a giveaway. I think he's giving away a Brandon Ingram S1 debut. So pretty solid.
I don't think I'm going to ruin this, but the first one's kind of an easy answer for what's the most owned set.
Yeah?
It's got to be the gift.
Well, we'll see. Enter the contest to find out. Enter the contest to find out.
There's only 5 of those
Only
moments,
5.
and it's out of 888.
8888.
8,000, right? 888.
That is correct.
I saw
be
someone
surprised.
saying Scott Lerner was in the chat 2 minutes ago, but I haven't
Yeah.
seen Scott. If you're still around, we need to see you.
Oh, we got it. We got the DM. Okay.
Okay.
I am here. I am watching. Okay. Scott Lerner, congratulations.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Okay.
Pretty solid night of giveaways.
Thank you.
Real solid.
Thank you, Pistons. And for people who joined the Pistons, the Detroit Pistons Championship NFTs Discord, there's going to be a lot more giveaways. We'll be in there tomorrow. We'll be helping out the Detroit Bad Boys, which is the SB Nation team, doing some giveaways. We know we're going to have some Q&As. The party is just getting started.
Yeah.
Justin, should we give them the little the Bad Boys secret?
I don't. That's a bad boy move.
I'm wearing the jersey, so it's only right.
I think you can. I think you are.
right.
You are. Yeah.
I mean, you have to now at this point. You can't back down, otherwise you're not a bad boy.
Too big of a tease, yeah.
Sorry, for all the OTM fans, if you go into our Discord community and you respond to the Bad Boys message in the giveaway channel, right? If you respond with the I got it Pistons emoji, you will be entered into the giveaway sweepstakes. We have only instructed his select group, or their select group, and now you guys. So we'll see you in there tomorrow.
Let me give a little tip. If you go in the giveaways, you'll see the comment, and there's one emoticon that has a lot more likes or emoticons than all the others. So put 2 and 2 together, and that's going to be the one.
We maybe should put another one just to throw some people off.
Right, yeah. Well, people are just going to click on every single one. That's the real smart move. This was fun. This was fun.
This was fun. Trey, final words, my friend. Thank you for joining us tonight. Very much appreciate it.
Thanks, y'all.
Tell Skeets we missed him.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll let him know for sure. We're streaming tomorrow. We're streaming all the time. We're back talking basketball tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern as well. Sounds like people are going to be nearby some computers at 10 a.m. Eastern if you want to hear some guys talking about Steven Adams and Jonas Valanciunas being traded for each other. Are you kidding me? This might be the tallest NBA trade in 18 months, I would say. Something like that. So, yeah, we're going to be breaking that down. We'll be talking about news, rumors. We're talking Olympic stuff. Team USA, not a great start. Luka Doncic did have a great start for, it's supposedly being the offseason. It feels like there's a lot of news already. So we'll be on YouTube tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. That's No Dunks Inc.
I love that. So 10 a.m., we're buying boxes. We're listening to the No Dunks crew. That's a great basketball morning.
No better way to wake up than some coffee, some NFTs, and talking hoops on the internet.
There you
Sounds
go.
like a dream. Noah, final words for the people?
Thank you guys for having me on. It's been a lot of fun working on this project alongside you guys. I'm happy to share with what we're doing with the world. I'll see everyone in the Discord or the Pistons Championship NFT Discord tomorrow. If you guys like what you see with the Pistons and in the marketplace, check out I Got It. We're working on a ton of cool projects with the teams we have now, and as well some new exciting teams we're going to be launching within the next couple of weeks. If you're into not only the NFTs or digital collectibles, we got sports memorabilia also, and we're happy to improve upon your fan experience. So thank you guys for having me on again.
Good stuff. Yeah, thanks for all the work, Noah, and also shout out specifically to Justin and Coop for all the work that they did helping you guys out with the Piston stuff. They were the true workhorses that put in a ton of time into that. So shout out to you guys. A lot of good stuff there.
And
All right.
I'll do one more thing. I'm going to give it a little tease. Next Monday, we have a huge guest coming on the show, joining us from north of the border. Big name in Top Shot. That's all we can say. But
a true pioneer in the Top Shot space. I think a lot of us would probably not be where we are without this man. So we are super excited to bring him onto the show next Monday, as well as pretty much spending all week with him.
That's true.
So maybe that tease pretty much gives it away.
An OG. Right. Yeah, there you go. All right.
It looks like the chat has guessed it. Yes, we will just say it. You know what? Why not? Because we're going to be partaking as a sponsor in the First Mint Fest next week. So if you guys have not signed up for that, definitely go over, check out the First Mint, sign up for the First Mint Fest August 3rd to 5th next week. And LG Duchette, the man himself, is going to be joining us for the show next Monday. We're going to talk about the First Mint Fest. We're going to talk Top Shot offseason. I'm sure we'll probably talk about Fallout from the Legendary. And who knows? We're going to talk about all the things with the guy that has the coolest podcast voice in Top Shot. That's for sure. Awesome. Cool. Well, thanks, everyone. I think that'll do it for tonight. On behalf of Justin, on behalf of Coop, on behalf of Trey, and on behalf of Noah, I'm TJ Lasig. We'll see you guys next time.